coming off of the success of last year, how have you kind of noticed a different buzz or maybe energy around the program?
I think the buzz and the energy is coming from 100% of our starting lineup is gone. So it'll be, I mean, every face on the court will be for the most part new. Bailey obviously played a little in and out last year. Bryn was a back row player last year, would sometimes set in the 6-2 with Arj, and Jill was a serving sub. But for the most part, it's a new team. So I think it's really exciting. You know, as I mentioned, we were off camera. There's a lot of good battles, competition going on. We have a few kids that I mean, Bailey Miller has been one of the most impressive people I've ever seen when it comes to dedicating yourself post season last year, where, you know, quite frankly, she'll tell you she didn't have the role she wanted. And I think, you know, an athlete can do two things there. You know, they can kind of just quit or be like whatever, or just turn it on. And that kid I've never seen someone put almost 7 inches on her vert since December, and has just been so dedicated to getting better. Like, I'm like beyond proud of her. It's been a cool thing. So you have her, El Amagora, who's a transfer from Long Beach State, gets to come home. She's been, you know, working like crazy. They all have, but those two have like just been impressive with kind of what they do. So I think they also elevate, because everyone sees how hard they've been working all summer long, and we don't get to see them in the summer. So it's been fun, and I think the energy since we've been in the gym has been pretty cool.
Do you like the challenge of having so much newness to this team, or I imagine you maybe preferred having that starting locked in like you did last year?
More fifth years that have been playing for, you know, starting for 4 straight years. But hey, I mean, that's the nature of the beast. You know, I think we're not the only team. A lot of teams have a lot of new players. I think with the COVID year, that kind of now's run out. You know, last year was like the end of that. So there's all these really, really old players that are gone, and so now it gives all these other kids a chance. But it's fun. I think this is for sure the most physical team I've had when it just comes to how far they are above the net compared to the past 2 years. So we will play a much more physical brand of volleyball than we have in the past, which is really exciting. So,
what have you noticed the conversations change though this summer when you're going out and recruiting and you're trying to bring transfers in, that the ASU brand of volleyball is maybe a little bit more nationally known, I guess, after the success you've had in 2 years?
Yeah, 100%. The difference from the first year I got here, and, you know, I had a roster of 9, and honestly only half were on scholarship. And getting in the mix on anyone during that year was like very difficult. And then obviously we had the first year of the Sweet 16 run that got us more interest, and then another, you know, good season definitely helps. We're in the mix for, you know, a lot of kids, which is fun. It's good.
Well, walk me through kind of some of the stuff you guys did in the off season, the trip to Hawaii, some of the bonding you guys did as a team to help get this group to gel with so many new pieces.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The first thing we did was right in January, because fortunately all of our freshmen came early, so they were here in January. Most of our transfers, except for Colby and Noemi, were here. So aside from those two, we kind of had a pretty big group, and we really pride ourselves on culture. And I think one of the things that, since that first group of 9, have been so passionate about making sure we're strong with culture, whenever we brought new kids in, it's just felt like they're just part of the family right away. And it's really special, and so I'm proud of all the kids, because we've been able to continue that. So what we did right away in January was we had a retreat with the team, and to start the retreat, we had the Marines do some stuff with us. And shout out to Captain Juarez, who was a recruiter. He got deployed on a pretty cool super secret mission, but he did some stuff, and they all got up at 4:30 in the morning, you know, in early January. And it's cold here in January. It's a desert, but in the mornings it was like 40 degrees out, and put him through all this PT stuff. And then that started a retreat, and we had a retreat that weekend to really try to get kids going. And it was great. I think even for some of the new kids, they told me after they were really uncomfortable with some of the things we did, but then they said it helped them a lot, you know, because you're trying to get them to open up and just start integrating as fast as possible. So we did that, and then again, we had a new group, and so I'm like, you can do Hawaii once every 4 years. I'm like, let's make this happen. And we did, and that was really fun because, again, anytime you're going on an event or an experience like that, it's not just the stuff on the court, it's like the stuff off the court, and it just really helps. And I mean, these are a special group of kids. They're just so fun to be around. There's no one I don't want to be around. It's like great, and they all have fun together. It's cool. So.
For you, the contract extension after the success of last year through 2029, and I think you're the fastest ASU volleyball coach to reach 50 wins. It only took you 2 years. Have you taken a step back to reflect on how quickly you kind of turned this thing around?
No, I mean, I don't think you reflect on a career until your career's over. So for me, it's what's next, and we're not near where I think we can be. We've grown the fan base, so we're averaging 3,400, and that's still not where I want it to be. I've said from the beginning, like, we want 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 filling up this environment, so we're still working on that, building a brand affinity, and I'm excited. One of the reasons I was so excited about the extension was, Graham in the athletic department and President Crow they're all in on volleyball. They're investing in the sport. They know we can bring in fans. It's exciting to watch. I haven't had anyone who has come in for the first time to watch a volleyball game not leave and go, my gosh, that was so fun. So it's like, how do we tap into that? And so for me, it's just how do we build this amazing brand of volleyball and experience and get the community behind us. They are already, and just continue to grow that. So no, I haven't reflected. We're moving on.
You maybe wish it was later in the season, but playing the defending national champs at the onset, going out east to play Penn State, nationally broadcasted on Fox, just what is that opportunity like for you guys to be on that kind of a stage?
I mean, when you talked about the recognition, because of what we've done, that's why we get invited to this tournament. I mean, it's an invite tournament, and I remember when they called, my first thought was, this is crazy to do because 100% of our starters have graduated. But then I thought, man, what a special experience to get to play on Fox, play these top teams, and the first turn of the year isn't dictating how you're going to do at the end of the year, but I think we can really get some great experience playing two top teams like Pitt and Penn State right out of the gate on national TV, and see how the kids respond, and whether we win or lose is going to be a good experience for them that they can hopefully carry over to the next weekend tournament and the next weekend tournament, and that's all you're trying to do.
And in terms of just, you mentioned like brand affinity, getting people familiar with the brand of volleyball you play, just how big is it to have that national stage, broadcast all over?
It's a no-brainer. I was really excited when I got the call because that was exactly what I was thinking is, let's show off these wonderful kids to the nation and let them all see, because I think we're a fun group, and I think we play a pretty fun style of volleyball, and so listen, the more fans we can get, the more brand affinity is better for the program.